Hello everyone. Good morning. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about polymorphism. First of all, tell me if you have any question and you have gone through all the sessions, yes or no. Okay, I haven't seen any solution for the assignment. Yesterday I asked you to complete payment gateway, right? Just write a code where you are reusable, like all the methods like related to payment you can able to reuse, correct? So concept of method overloading, right? That was our topic. So have you tried that code? If no, then try. Okay. Then only you will understand the topic. So, guys, we are learning the core concepts of Java programming. It's all about object oriented programming principles. And one principle we have already covered, which is all about encapsulation. What is the main purpose of encapsulation? It is all about wrapping data function together into single unit. Mainly, it is used for data hiding. Correct? Polymorphism, it is a concept or it is a principle where you can have, let's say, one thing in multiple form you are able to reuse. And as I told you, right, in programming, mostly what we are able to reuse. So generally able to reuse, okay, methods. And that's the reason it is also referred as, I mean, in polymorphism, there are two types, compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. And that is called method overloading and method overriding. Correct? But yesterday we discussed few things. What does mean by method overloading? When compile time polymorphism is achieved, see in general in any class, okay, in one single class, if you are reusable or if you are reusing the same name method again and again, right, with different signature, then only it becomes method overloading. So whenever you repeat the same name method in a same class multiple time, but with different signature, it becomes method overloading. So what is signature, guys? How you can reuse the method? Either you can change the same name, but yes, number of parameters can be different. Different type of parameters you can pass. In fact, sequence also you can change. Three rules you need to understand, correct? And that was we discussed in the last class. Like last example, it was I have given you for search. Okay, just a minute. Let me admit the participant. Okay. So last example I have given you for the search, right? Where you are able to search the product. But see the different ways. We can search product by passing some price. We can search product by passing some name of the product. We can search a product by passing the combination. Product name and even brand name. Product name, price, brand name, price, anything, right? So you can make multiple methods which is having same name because methods are responsible to do the same functionality, but the ways are different, right? Then for every way, you can design a separate method. And this becomes method overloading. Same name method, you are able to reuse in a same class multiple number of time. Correct? And then guys, we have discussed how we can test it. So you just need to create an object of this class and you can directly call a method. And then you can pass an argument to it and you will see the result. Got it? So compile type polymorphism we have completed yesterday. Only one type, method overloading. But as I told you, to understand method overriding, you need to first understand very interesting principle that is called inheritance. When you understand how two classes we are able to relate together, how we can access property of one class into another class, then only you will understand method overriding. Correct? So today I will be starting with the topic inheritance. But yes, before inheritance, can anybody confirm? Like all these points are clear. If you have any question, please ask. Then I can continue with the next topic. Okay. Any question from anybody? And try to complete assignment. Okay. All good? Fine. Chalo. Let's continue with our next topic, inheritance. Now, technically, what is the inheritance? So it's a mechanism where you can access property of one class into another class, right? And here we can able to make parent-child relation. So best real-time example I can say it is all about parent-child relation, guys. That comes under inheritance. But what is inheritance? Why it is required? Please understand the scenario. Okay, let's consider now. Suppose I'm having class A. Okay. Inside the class A, there is one method. Let's say M1 method. Okay. And I'm having another class B. B contains M2 method. So both the methods, I mean, both the classes are independent. Okay, there is no relation between the classes. But suppose tomorrow B class wanted to access method from A class, what will happen? Can B able to access method of A class? No, right? Directly we can't access, huh? Unless and until you are creating object, you will not able to access. Correct? But suppose we want that method inside the B class itself. So what happens? If you are thinking that developer will create a same name method, then that will be not help you. Correct? Because see, what developer will do, let's say this is the functionality which B class wanted to access. If developer design that method inside the B, okay? If developer design the method, same method inside the B class, then this will be considered as a duplicate method because already one class is having that property, having that functionality, and same functionality you are repeating in the second class, right? So generally, this is we can call code duplication. Same code we are writing again and again, correct? So generally, developers need to follow this rule to avoid code duplication. There are certain good practices that we need to follow while development, correct? So developer needs to avoid the code duplication. Okay. Then how exactly they will reuse the method, correct? So let me write code duplication they need to avoid. In fact, they wanted to reuse, right? For reusability, what they will do better if already functionality is ready with some other class and any other class wanted to access it. Instead of writing that functionality again in that same class, which will achieve code duplication, better what we can do, we can provide relation between the classes. Okay? We can provide relation between the classes and then in the parent-child relation, child can access parent property, guys. Remember, the rule is very simple. If you have any class which is a parent class can access only parent class properties. Okay, parent cannot access properties from the child. But every child class can access properties of its own as well as properties from the parent. That is a very interesting, relation. So the point is here we can use, okay, inheritance just to avoid code duplication. For reusability, we can follow inheritance principle. What is this principle? Acquiring one class property into another class. That is possible with the help of inheritance. Now, how we can maintain relation between the classes? So in inheritance, we use a very special keyword, extends keyword. Got it? So here, what I have to write? Class P extends class A. As soon as you write this, who will become parent and who will become child? Remember, this class become child class and after extends keyword, whatever class name it is, that will become a parent class. Okay. So currently I'm having this way. This is my parent and this is the child. Okay. Again, guys, few terminology you need to understand. This is a parent class, right? We can also refer it as super class. If this is the super, you can also refer as base class and you can also refer as parent class. As per the super, we can call it as subclass. Child means subclass. As per the base, you can just call it as derived class. Plus, as per the parent, you can just refer it as child class. So understand these terms also, right? So in Java, entire Java programming also based on the same principle. So in Java, we have an object as a super class. Okay. So remember, object is a super class in Java. And sometimes this is a very famous interview question. People might ask you, what is the object? Which class is a super class in Java? And that class coming from which package? So package for java.object, it is all about, I mean for object class, it is all about java.lang package. Remember, object class definition available in this package. So this is the super class in Java. Similarly, now if I wanted to design this parent and child hierarchy, you can design using extend keyword. One class can extend properties of another class. Now here, simple rule you need to remember. If any parent is there, parent can have access of only and only parent properties. Parent cannot access property or any method from the child. Okay. But child have a benefit. Child can access child properties as well as parent properties both. Clear? This is the first rule which you need to remember. So, if you ask me what is inheritance, it is a process where one class is able to acquire properties from another class. Second, why we need inheritance? To avoid code duplication, for reusability, in fact, to achieve runtime polymorphism, which is nothing but method overriding. We need inheritance. Third, what is the real-time example? Inheritance real-time example, you can directly tell them real parent and child relation. Every parent can have a properties of child. No, every parent can access only parent property, but child have a benefit. Child can access parent plus child property both, right? So real parent-child relation you can mention as an example. And the fourth question it is, how you will implement in Java. So guys, there are multiple types which we need to understand under inheritance. Okay. So generally, inheritance we are able to achieve with the help of extends keyword in Java. When you follow extend keyword, only one class at a time you can extend and you can access properties of that one class. Got it? So very first, this basic introduction for inheritance is clear. Now my question to all of you. Whenever two classes are in relation, okay, how you can access method from that class? Means suppose I'm having A class and I wanted to access method of A class. How you can access it? Hmm? Tell me, what's the general rule? We can create an object and we can access. Okay. Then if I design object in this manner, like A1, it is equal to new and A class constructor. So what is this line? This line is all about, see, remember, left hand side is always reference, correct now? And right hand side is always for object. So in this scenario, what I have covered, parent reference and parent object I'm trying to create. When you write in this manner, B1, it is equal to new and B class constructor. But B is a child for A, right? That's the reason I can say that this is my scenario, child class reference and child class object. And now it is time to understand how many method we are able to access. Okay, when you create this way object. Remember one more rule, like in inheritance, if you really wanted to understand relation, okay, and if you really wanted to crack the interview, let me tell you a simple, short way to remember the topic. Because in inheritance, you just need to remember four scenarios. Okay, when you understand these four scenarios, like how you are calling method from any one class, you will easily understand complete topic. Okay. And remember, based on this only, you will understand data abstraction. So that's the reason, focus on this principle. Try to understand the way, whatever the topics I'm covering, I'm explaining, all these points are important to know. Okay. So let me show you what exactly I'm talking about. So guys, first point, let me close the codes and let me create a new package for today. So I'm just going to create a new package. Let's say this is com dot. Let me write, okay, week 4. Again dot OP. And then I'm writing inheritance. Okay, done. Inheritance. Hmm. Okay. Now let me create a new class. Everyone focus. So consider I'm showing you this is basic demo and then I'll show you about real-time example. Okay. This is just a inheritance demo. Let's create a multiple classes within this demo. So this is my main class, right? So Java will definitely, like allow this. If you have a public class and if you are creating some other classes, it should be default and then it is allowed. So let me show you. Currently, I'm writing the same scenario. If I'm having class A and class A contains one method. So let me just write public void, let's say M1. Okay. And within this method, so I will be not passing anything. I will just write a simple message. Let's say M1 is calling. Okay, done. So this is one class and one method is there. Agree? Now guys, please have a look. I'm just going to repeat this. I will copy. I will create another class. Now this is my class B. Okay, let me write class B and class B contains second method M2 method. So this was our scenario, right? and let me change the message M2 is calling. What I wanted to do, I wanted to make a relation between both the classes. Because if I just create an object of B, if I just create object of A, I can able to access only one method. Got it? A can access only M1, B can access only M2. But whenever we have a relation, then we can access some parent and child property. So I will be writing here extends, okay, A. What is the purpose of this extend keyword? Now both the classes are in relation. I'll say A is parent, A is parent and B is child. Got it? So A class is a parent class, B is a child class. And now both the classes are in relation. Now let's understand four important scenarios where you will learn how to call the method from the classes. So guys, I will come to the main class, encapsulation or sorry, inheritance demo. In this demo, what I'll do, I'll just put the scenario. Now please have a look. I'm writing my first scenario, which is all about, let's say, child class reference, okay, and child class object. Child class object. We need to understand what we can call if you design this kind of reference and object. First point, who is a child class in our case? B class. How you will write this statement? Child reference and child object. It is all about, remember the left hand side part always a reference and right hand is always a object. Then I will be writing in this manner. B1, it is equal to new and B class constructor. So this is my child class reference and this is my child class object. Got it? Now guys, if any child class is there, so child have a benefit, right? Child can access property from its own as well as child can access method from that parent. So here if you observe carefully, see how many method I can access now. Whenever two classes are in relation, now that child class can able to access property from parent as well as property from itself. Means M1 I can access from A class, M2 also I can access from B class. Now those are new. Please have a look. This part I have covered in initial classes. How to read this statement. M1, M2 both are method. After colon whatever it is that is a return type. So currently both the method returns void. Means there is nothing, right, to return. And it is coming from which classes? You can observe, you will able to see this. M1 method coming from A class, M2 method coming from B class. Means as a child class reference and child class object, can I say I can call both the property? Correct now? So let me write here. I can call parent plus child, both the property. Are you understanding the point? These both things we are able to access, correct? Now I'll do one thing. I will just add in this manner, right? So both the properties from parent and child, I am able to access. Okay. So this is the point you need to remember. And better, this is concatenation not allowed, right? I will just write within this here, parent plus child. Better. I can access both the property using this scenario, correct? And see, when you're done, you will see the result. So currently what you can see in the console, I can have both the properties, both the method I'm calling, right? Because of child reference and child object. Now second valid scenario which is available in inheritance, that is all about when you create parent reference, okay? And parent class object. Just understand what we can access. So you can access only and only parent class property. You can't access anything from the child. Now in our case, who is our parent? Tell me. Class A is a parent, correct? Then I have to write first in this way. A1, it is equal to new and A class constructor. Got it? So remember, I'm creating reference of parent and I'm creating object also of that parent. And now how many method you can access? So remember rule, only parent property we can access now. And currently parent have only one method. So when I say A1 dot, just have a look. I'm not able to call child class method. I'm just able to call, okay, the parent class method. So only M1 you are able to call. Got it? Please confirm in the chat box. Both the rules are clear to all. What we are calling, right? See, from parent and child, what exactly you are calling, try to understand. Whenever you create parent reference, parent object, you can call only parent method. But if you create child reference, child object, you can call parent plus child both the method. Correct? Now, guys, let me tell you, there are total 4 scenarios you need to learn under inheritance. When you clear with this topic, then only you will understand different types of inheritance also. Got it? So let me show you third valid scenario which is available in inheritance. Somewhere we can design parent class reference and child class object. Yeah? Is it possible? Absolutely yes. But remember what we can call here. Whenever you are creating reference of any class, remember first priority goes to reference. Okay? So you are referring which class? So whatever class you are referring, those class method generally you are able to call. So if I talk about this solution, I mean for this scenario, what is the solution? Absolutely, if you create parent reference and child object, still you will able to access only and only method from the parent. Okay, child properties you will not able to access. So at this moment also, answer is only from parent we can access a method. But let's write this scenario first. See, I'm writing parent reference, right? Means in my case, I'm having a parent A class. Suppose A2, it is equal to new. I'm creating child class object. I will not write here A constructor. Then whose class constructor I need to write? Only child class. What is my child class? Absolutely B. Got it? Then I'm writing in this man. Parent reference, child object. Got it? And please have a look what you can call. So using A2, now I can call only and only parent class method. Correct? So guys, here you need to understand some relation also between the method. See, if I talk about this one, right? Child reference, child object. So child class have its own method, which is M2. Then M2 I can call independent method. Got it? This is what independent method, or I will just call it as, okay, suppose individual method. Better not independent, individual. Yes, that's the correct word. I can say individual method. But the second part, the method which you are calling from the parent, right? Child is calling method from the parent. Then I can just refer it as inherited method. Remember the relation. Now, when it comes to the parent class, we are not calling any other class method. Parent can have access only of its own method. Then I will say this is what? Again, individual method. Are you getting my point, everyone? This is my individual method. Similarly, in my third scenario also, parent is able to access only parent property. So I can say again, I'm calling individual method only. Got it? But guys, there is a one more scenario which is important to learn. Somewhere, can we design in this manner? Child class reference and parent class object. Okay. First of all, can anybody help me to write this? How I can write child reference and parent object? Just take a reference of AB and tell me what I need to write here.
B, capital B,
B2
dot
Very good. Then new.
new A.
Very good. I just need to create a A class constructor. But see what happens. Java always support top casting. Okay. This is something we are doing downcasting. Right? See, remember, parent can hold us. Okay, as a child. But as a child, or we can't hold our parent. Simple. So there is a very general rule. Like our mom, dad, they can support us, they can help us, even they can hold us, right? They can control us, but we can't control our parent. That is generally wrong. Correct? Same thing happen here. Any child class if you have and you are trying to create object of parent through the child reference, not allowed in Java. So I'll say this is invalid scenario. Okay, generally inheritance doesn't support this. You need to understand this is, I will write invalid scenario. Got it? So what I can do, see what error I'm getting from Java. Java says this is type mismatch. You cannot convert from A to B because A is a parent class, top class. And from parent, you will not able to conversion, you will not able to convert or create an object for child. Got it? So technically, we don't need to support this, and that's the reason this is invalid. So means whenever you are understanding relation between two classes, you just need to understand these 4 scenarios. How you are calling method. So one more time I'm repeating. If I'm creating parent reference, parent object, only parent property. If you are creating child reference, child object, child can have a benefit, child can access parent plus its own method. Plus, if you create parent reference and child object, that is allowed. And there also you can access method from only and only your parent. Got it? So these are the four scenarios which you need to remember. And from child reference, parent object is not possible. So that is, I will say, invalid scenario in Java. So out of four scenarios, only three are valid. Got it? And this is what first type of inheritance where only one class we have connected with other class, or we are trying to acquire properties of one class into another class. This becomes single level inheritance in Java. Got it? So guys, here I have actually covered single level inheritance. When you write in this manner, right? This is called single level inheritance in Java. Clear? But now how many types are there? If you understood this part, then let me help you with the topic. See, as I told you, what is inheritance? So this principle says that if already one class is implemented and a method is also implemented, and suppose any other class wanted to access those methods, the developer will not repeat that code. Okay, because if they do so, that will be duplicate. So just to avoid duplication, even reusability, we can use this principle. So where you can maintain relation between the classes and using extend keyword, that is possible. But remember the rule, using extend at a time, only one class you can extend. Okay, you can't write, okay, fine, A and C. I can't write in this manner. Only one class, either A, either C, you can extend. That is another rule. Okay. So the point is inheritance support total 5 types. Out of 5, 3 types we can easily achieve. But remaining 2 types, you will not able to implement directly using inheritance principle. For those, if you really wanted to achieve it, you need next principle, which is data abstraction. Got it? So let me help you with the types of inheritance. Guys, first type is single level. What does mean by single level inheritance? Remember, one class is able to acquire properties of another class. Okay, something like this relation. A class and A is having B as a child. Got it? Let me take a same example. I have written M1 method for A. I have written M2 method for B. But whenever we run, parent class reference, parent class object can only and only access one method, but B can have a benefit. So B can access M1 plus M2. This is what the result. Second type that we have, which is called multi-level. Multi-level inheritance. Now what is multi-level inheritance? Guys, somewhere I can design in this manner. I'm having A class. Currently A is having B as a child and B is having one more child. Yes, multiple levels you can design, correct? No problem at all. So you will be writing in this manner. I'll say here, if A is having one method, B is having one method, and C also having one method, M3. Now tell me how many method you are able to access. If you create only again same parent reference and parent object, which method I can call? As per the rule only parent means I can call M1 method. Correct? If you create B class reference and B class object, so B is a child for A. That's the reason we can call M1 plus M2. But now tell me C class is what? C is a child for B. And immediately I will say that C has immediate parent which is a B class. But then B is another child of A class. Means for C, if B is a parent, then A class will become grandparent. Are you getting my point? For C, A class will become grandparent. And that's the reason, guys. Parent property, grandparent property, child can access. No problem at all. So how many methods C can access? At this moment, C can access M1 plus M2 plus M3. Are you understanding the topic? All three methods we are able to access when you design object for particular this C class. because this is a child, and for this child, B will become parent and A will become a grandparent. So multi-level inheritance means in multiple level, we are able to extend the classes. Clear? Now, let me talk about third type. Third type, it is all about hierarchical. So this principle, okay, this principle says that one parent can have multiple child. No problem at all. Yeah. One parent can have multiple child like we have our siblings, right? So if A is a parent and for A, B is a child class. This is what we have relation. But let's say there is a one more class, class D, and D is also child for A class. Is it allowed? Yes, absolutely it is allowed. I can call B and D are siblings. Correct? So if A is having one method, B is having another method, and let's say M4 is having for D. How many method we can access from the relation? Please understand. Again, parent can have a only parent property access, means it will access only one method. But the child have a benefit, right? At this moment, B can access M1, again M2. And what D can access? Absolutely M1 plus M4. Are you understanding? So these are the three types of inheritance which you can directly achieve without any error, without any problem. But there are two more types which is not possible directly in Java to achieve. Fourth one, it is all about multiple inheritance in Java. And this is very famous interview question. How to achieve multiple inheritance and what is multiple inheritance? So multiple inheritance we can't directly achieve in Java using inheritance topic because multiple means where one child can acquire properties from two different parents. Example, currently I'm taking same scenario. So I'm having B class, I'm having D class. Let's say there is a one more class. Okay. Let's say there is a Z class. And Z class wanted to access property from B, property from D at a time. Means Z will become child for B as well as G will become child for D class. And this is not allowed directly in Java using extend keyword. Guys, how you will write this? Z class is a child means Z. I need to write in this manner extends B, comma D. And as I told you the rule, at a time extend keyword only extend one class. When you try to write in this manner, Java will throw you compilation error. And that's the reason. Multiple inheritance you can't achieve using inheritance topic. But to achieve this, you need to understand interface. So we have a solution which is called interface, and through interface you can achieve in this manner. Got it? And same rule. Then B will become a parent, no? So B can access only B's property. D can access also D's property. But Z class can access property from its own as well as B class, D class, all the classes method. Correct? So multiple inheritance in Java we can't directly achieve. And there is a one more type, hybrid. Last type of inheritance is hybrid. Hybrid is a combination of actually hierarchical and multiple inheritance. Means it is the flow something like this, like A class. A is having two child classes at this moment B and D. And as I told you, Z class wanted to access property from B, property from D. This is somewhere we can refer as a diamond problem. Remember, this is diamond problem in Java, means hybrid inheritance in Java, which we are not able to cover automatically. But as I told you, we have a solution. Using next principle interface, you will able to write this particular diamond problem or you will able to achieve hybrid inheritance. Now, before continue with next topic, first tell me, are you clear all the five types of inheritance? I will be showing you practical as well, but only theory. It is clear. What is single level? Whenever we have only relation of one class, correct? Multi-level, multiple class relation. Hierarchical means what? One parent can have many child, right? And then we have multiple, and then we have hybrid, which is not directly achieved in Java. So these three types I can easily achieve, no problem at all. Okay, so I will be covering first these three types. And in next principle, we will understand both the type, hybrid and multiple. Got it? Okay, I request just to remember this topic. Do one thing. Take a screenshot of this particular, okay, slide. Just remember 5 types of inheritance. Somebody take a screenshot and just put it in the group. These are the inheritance type. Done? Okay, done everyone? Great. So the point is we are talking about types of inheritance. Now let me explain all three, which is possible in Java. So first example we have already covered for single level. Got it? Just to show you, I'm designing one more class. Focus. Class C. Consider class C also have one method. Okay. I'm writing here M3 method. Let me write M3 is calling. Right? Let's achieve multi-level now. Already B is extending class A. But now I'm writing C also extend class B. Okay. At this moment, remember B is a parent and, okay, and C is a child. Correct? But at this moment, B is a parent for or B is a child for A class also. That's the reason this inheritance we can call multi-level. Multi-level inheritance. Point clear? Right? Let's see the rule. Let's understand with this 4 scenario. Now please have a look. When we talk about for multiple, okay, or multi-level, better I will just comment this single level scenario. Remember, these are the single level, right? So I am just trying to comment now. And let me show you now 4 scenarios. For multi-level, this is for multi-level. Okay, multi-level, remember, C is child for B, correct? And B is child for A. That is what our scenario. Agree? Let's understand this part. So for multi-level, if you read my particular scenario, what I have written, child reference child object means in our case C is a child. Child reference, let's say C1, it is equal to new, and I'm creating object of child class. Please have a look what we have learned. Child can have a property, can access properties from the parent, but C is what? Third layer. And here for C, B is a parent, A is a grandparent. So C have a benefit. C can access property from all its parent. That's the reason at this moment C1 can access C all three methods. Method from A class, method from B class, as well as method from C class. Now guys, tell me the relation. I can call M2. Even C1 can call M3. Right? I'll say M3 is individual. Got it? This is individual method. But what about M1, M2? Can I call it as inherited? Correct now? So these two methods are inherited method. And see the beauty. Now with the help of first scenario, I can call all three methods. Got it? So child reference, child object can help you to call method from child as well as from parent. Now tell me, in same multi-level scenario, right? Let me copy this. In this same multi-level scenario, which class is a parent class? To achieve this parent reference, parent object, now B is a parent, right? Immediate parent will be B. Then I have to write, okay, B1, it is equal to new. Again, I'm creating constructor of B class. Please have a look as B is a child of A. That's the reason B can access its own property as well as its parent property. So currently I can call both the method M1 as well as M2. I hope you are understanding the topic. Correct? What is M1? I can say this is inherited and M2 will be considered as a individual method. Okay? When you run, you will see the result for the parent and that is B class. Please have a look. If I execute now, so I'm getting result from both the scenarios. Child reference, child object, parent reference, parent object. Let me design third. Again for a same multi-level, I'm just covering third scenario. Parent reference and child object. In our case, parent is B class, B2, new, and child is our C class. So I'm creating constructor of C. And as per the rule, even though you are writing in this manner, you can call properties from the parent. Means from B. So B2 can have a property M1 plus M2. Everyone got it? So M1 is what? It is a inherited. This is inherited method. And M2 will be individual method. And let me save it. If I run, see the result. Okay. But last scenario, as I told you, which is invalid, so no need to run that. Remember, child class reference and parent object will be invalid scenario. Clear? So this is your second type, multi-level. Let's talk about hierarchical inheritance. What is this? So as I told you, one parent can have many child. So let's design one more class. Everyone focus. I'm designing here class D, and class D also have one more method. So let me design one more method here, okay, which is M4. And let me write M4 is calling, okay. And this class, I wanted to become a child as a class. Means I will be writing extends A. Great. So guys, at this moment, A is a parent. If I write A is a parent, A is a parent, and D is a child. Correct? And remember, for A class, B also child. Got it now? So I will just write D and B are child. Correct now? Both are child at this moment. So absolutely such a relation, like one parent can have many child. This is called hierarchical relation. Okay. So I will just write this is hierarchical inheritance in Java. That's it. And now please again understand the rule. Okay, the rule are very simple. At this moment, let me comment this multi-level scenario. Let me comment this entire multi-level scenarios so you will understand. And this is the multi-level. Now let's talk about hierarchical. Okay. So I will just trying to show you now this hierarchical inheritance. So let me start with, okay, my parent. I'm in child class. In hierarchical relation at this moment, remember A class is a parent and B, D, okay, are child. Okay. So currently, if I consider child class reference, child class object, which is my D class, right? So if I just write D reference, okay, it is equal to D object, then absolutely child can access property from parent and child. Means D class have its own method M4 and parent class having one method which is M1. How many method I can access here? I can access both. M1 method I can say this is inherited, but whenever D1 is calling, okay, inherited method, let me write, and whenever D1 is calling M4, right, I can say this is individual. So M4 method, I can say this is individual method. Clear everyone? Got it? So you need to understand the concept, how we are calling that particular method. Okay, so this is what individual method. And now let me come to this point. If I run, yeah, you will access both the method, M1 calling, M4 calling. Got it? Similarly, you can update here. Now in this case, we have a same parent. Means previously we run that scenario, correct now? Same parent. So if you are calling parent reference, parent object, you can access only one method, right? So even though if I repeat these statements here, doesn't matter. See, I'm just able to call individual method because for D, A is a parent. Got it? And same thing, if I just wanted to create here parent reference and child object, in my case, okay, for hierarchical, absolutely. For hierarchical, A is a parent, right? So I will be writing A2, it is equal to new, and let's take a child class object. Still using A2, okay? A2, I can access only one method, which is M1. Got it? So parent can access only parent property. This is what you need to remember. So these three scenarios, I mean, three types of inheritance you can directly achieve, no problem at all. But when you try to create a last scenario, you will get an error. Are you clear with the three types? What is inheritance, how we can maintain relation, and how we can design this logic? Okay. But currently I have given you example of ABCD, right? Now let's talk about something real-time scenario. Okay, let's take again non-technical one. Example, focus, because you just need to understand the relations and all, okay? How we can implement. So guys, please have a look. I'm trying to design here one class. Okay, suppose my class is car. Okay, I'm having a car class. I'm not creating main function. Okay, I'm just declaring some method. Let's say my car is having three method. Okay, I'm writing public void. Let's say car can start. Okay, done. I'm just declaring start method. And let me write for your understanding. I'm writing this is car and this is start method. Okay, very simple method I'm designing. Okay, car can have two more method. Car need refuel, right? And in fact, car can stop. So let me write update here for the method. This is refuel method. And I will say this is the stop method. So currently in my car class, three methods are there. Start, refuel, stop. Okay. Now guys, I wanted to create one child class for this car class. Okay. So I'm writing BMW. Yeah, I'm just saying that, okay, BMW is a class and BMW have its own method. At this moment, I'm writing just one method. Let's say auto engine method. Okay, auto engine method. So I'll say that this is the method which we have in BMW. Correct? So let me write this is BMW auto engine method. That's it. But guys, I wanted to make a relation. Yeah, for car, under car, who is a parent. I just wanted to make BMW as a child. Then how we can make a relation? We need to use extends. Extends car. Got it? Now, what exactly I'm trying to do is, I have created one class, which is a car class, right? And for this car class, first child I have designed BMW. So BMW is a child for car. And what is this scenario? Whenever one class acquiring properties of another class, this is your single level. Agree? So I'm trying to show you first single level inheritance. So guys, my both the classes are ready. Both classes are relation, right? Let's test our car. So I'm creating third class, test a car. Okay. And here I need to execute all the method. So guys, basically I'm writing my scenarios here. Okay. First scenario. Okay. Better I will print it also. Child reference in shortcut and child object. Now you know that, right? What we can call, how we can write. Tell me, who is a child in our scenario? BMW is a child. Get it? So I will be writing BMW. Let's say B1, it is equal to new BMW constructor, right? How many method child can access? You know the rule. Child can access properties from parent as well as its own. Means B1 can access properties of parent. Parent have three method, right? I can call start. Yes. B1 can refuel. Yes. B1 can stop, right? And in fact, B1 can call its own method also, which is auto engine. I will call it individual. Remember, this is individual method, but remaining three are inherited. Understood the rule? Remaining three are inherited. So let me design. This is inherited method. Got it? Now please have a look. If you run, how the answer you are getting. See, we can able to call four method, three method from car class and one method you are calling from the child. But basically child is able to access everything from parent and child. Clear the topic? This is your first scenario. Now let me design my second valid scenario, which is parent reference. Okay. And parent object. Who is our parent? Car is our parent. So can I design in this manner? Car C1, it is equal to new car constructor. How many method parent can access? Only parent method. Means C1 can access start. Okay. C1 can access refuel and C1 can access stop. But can I call auto engine? Absolutely not. See, if you write AU, there is no method available which is starting with this letter. Got it? So we can't call any method from the child. So basically I'm calling only individual method, independent individual method. Got it, everyone? Okay, let me run this. So I'm able to call all method only from the parent. Okay. And then we have a third valid scenario also. Somewhere we can create parent reference, but child object. Now let me tell you how we can write this. Parent reference means car. Car C2, it is equal to new. And who is my child? BMW is my child. Correct? But still I can access method from only parent. That's the rule. So C2 can access start. Yes. C2 can access refuel. C2 can access stop. But see, C2 can't access auto engine. Can you see that? We don't have a method access. So only method from the parent. Again, I'm calling only individual method. Clear now? So this is the concept which you need to understand and see. If I run, I'm able to access the method. Got it? So functionality is working fine. I can see the code. I can see the result. Okay. But which inheritance I have achieved so far? Single level, right? Now, guys, I wanted to add here some point. Let's say there is another class, another car, Audi. And Audi also wanted to become child of this parent, car class. Possible? Yes, of course. See, I can design new class, Audi. Okay. And this time Audi contains one method, public void. Let's say Audi is having auto gear functionality. Okay, I'm just writing random. So let me just write now. This is method coming from Audi auto gear. Great. But Audi wanted to become a child. Means in our case, now I have designed one more class and this class wanted to become child of car class. How we can do this? Hmm? To achieve this, we can again use extend keyword, right? So I can just write Audi extends car. So car will become parent, Audi will become child. And tell me what scenario it is. Everyone, one parent may have many child. What is this type of inheritance? Yes. What is this type of inheritance? Can I called hierarchical? Remember, one parent can have many child means it's all about the hierarchical inheritance. So at this moment, I'm trying to achieve hierarchical inheritance. Got it? Yes. Clear? Okay, let's run. So I will come back to test a car. Okay, in my case, now, who is a parent? Parent is car. So guys, if you run this one, you will get the same result. Parent reference, parent object. But when you call about child class, right? Now, who is my child class? My child class is a Audi. Means in this scenario, if I create Audi, right? This is child reference. I'm writing child reference and child object. Correct? So guys, if I just create an object here, Audi A1, it is equal to new Audi constructor. Then using A1, you can call all method from the child and the parent. Means I can call start method from the car. A1 can call refuel method. A1 can call stop method. Plus A1 can call its own method, auto gear. Got it? So basically I'm calling these three method as a inherited, but this method as a individual. Correct now, everyone? So let me write. This is inherited method, but this is individual. Okay. Rest of the scenario remains same. When it comes to parent reference child object, I will be writing car. Okay. C3, it is equal to new and child object. Still you can call method from only car means parent. So I can just call start method. C3 can call refuel method plus C3 can call stop method. Everyone, are you clear? How you are accessing the method, that is important, okay? And when you run, you will see the same result. See, I can call all the method from the all possible scenario. Got it? So I have achieved only second type, hierarchical inheritance. Now let's say if I design one more class, truck. Can you please tell me truck? Can I make a truck as a child for car? Is this valid relation? Truck is not a car, right? So yes, we can't. We can't design this. But suppose if I design one more class, vehicle. And for vehicle class, I can say car is a child, even truck is also child. Yes or no? So when you just observe this one, vehicle, car, BMW or vehicle, car, Audi, what type of inheritance it is? I can call
Hierarchy
multi-level. No,
level.
no. This is multi-level, correct? Vehicle, car, BMW or vehicle, car, Audi. Multi-level. One parent have many child, only this I can say hierarchical and only single relation. You can call it as single level. Correct? So please understood the topic. Now I'm designing one more class. Okay, let me write vehicle. So I'm creating grandparent, okay? Vehicle class. And inside a vehicle class, let's add some method. Let's say vehicle class says that every vehicle should have a brake functionality. So I'm just writing some brake feature. Okay. So I'm writing this is what brake feature. Okay, done. And let me write this is coming from vehicle. Okay, done. Now guys, let me write a proper way. This is a brake functionality and I just wanted to become vehicle will be the parent for car class. Then guys, here we need to add extend keyword. Got it? Extends what? Vehicle. So I will be writing vehicle and let me write again proper vehicle, done and save. Okay. Acha, I have given A only, right? That's the reason. Okay, I'm writing in this manner. Okay. So I have just written this particular vehicle class. At this moment, you can refactor it later. Let me do rename it. Now this is proper. Okay, now see. So at this moment, we have achieved multi-level. So when I just go to the test car feature, okay, and please have a look. Now vehicle is my parent, right? And car is a child. So at this moment, if you create this one, parent reference parent object, means if I just create vehicle class, correct? Vehicle V1, it is equal to new vehicle. So absolutely from the parent, you can access only parent property, means vehicle class can able to access only that brake functionality. Got it? But for vehicle, who is a child? Car is a child. So if I come to this one, right? You know that car class reference, car class object, if you design, now the child can access property from parent as well as child. Means if I come to this car, which we have already written, okay, here, car class reference, car class object, now car can access that brake feature also. In fact, the benefit of this relation is what? All the child can access properties from grandparent. Means if I come to the Audi and BMW, now both are able to access brake feature. See, this brake feature is available for BMW also, and brake feature is available for car feature, I mean Audi also. Means all the childs they are able to access. And see, here also C2 can access that brake feature. In fact, C3 also, right, can access brake feature. So that is the benefit. And now if I run this code, you can see all the method and which from which class it is coming. That also you are able to see. See, BMW auto engine, vehicle brake. Again, Audi auto gear, vehicle brake. And see, car is able to access vehicle brake. Even this parent also able to access that vehicle brake. Okay, this should be here. And see, vehicle brake, vehicle brake. Got it? So we are able to call all the methods. And this is coming from vehicle. See, this is our parent class. Correct, everyone? So tell me, These three types of inheritance are clear to you. What is multi-level, what is single level, and what is hierarchical? Any doubt? Any question or any doubt? Anybody wanted to ask anything? We just learn one more topic, right? One more principle. But there are many things, many factors which I will be covering tomorrow. Like as I told you, whenever classes are in relation, you need to understand some special keyword, super keyword, final keyword purpose. I will be covering concept of protected, what exactly protected data it is, and where you can access it. But to understand rule, you need to understand this is the base. Okay, base concept. So tell me, are you clear what is inheritance, how we can acquire properties from one class into another class? And mainly these four principle, right? Scenarios. When you create child reference, child object, what we can call parent reference, parent object, and parent reference, child object. Is this clear? Okay. But absolutely, as I told you, practice is required. So guys, I have shown you car scenario, right? You can try any other real-time scenario. Example, if you just take college scenario, just try to implement that, okay, as a assignment. So what is inheritance assignment? Okay, assignment on inheritance. Okay, do one thing, just create a university, right? And guys, for university, do one thing, you can design in this manner, okay? Uh, what I can say, college, yeah. You can take any college. Plus, you can take here example of any college. Let's say I'm writing AI SSPMS. Okay. So this is the child class. This is the parent class. This is the grandparent class. Got it? You can design in any manner. So take university, college, and school. Any other example you can take. No problem at all. But try to implement this kind of scenario. How you are writing. Okay. Any universities there, right? In fact, how you guys are going to write here that particular point, university, college, or any school or any other college. Here you can create multiple colleges, right? See, remember inheritance arrow from child to parent, okay? This manner. Suppose AISSPMS and I'm writing, suppose any other college, we can take what? Okay, there are many college comments and all. Okay, you can take any other example, ABC. Fine, as per your choice. But create that particular code and try to implement all three relation, single level, multi-level, and hierarchical. Got it? Okay, just take this as a assignment. Any question? Okay, so here also it's like a vehicle and they have given some driver example, but instead of this, you can try the better that related to your concept. You can try any other example, okay? And try to implement inheritance relation. Topic is not over yet. As I told you, few things we are covering here and those you need to understand. And then we will talk about, okay, these three types and then we will talk about abstraction. Okay. So I think tomorrow's class also I will be taking on inheritance and then in the next session we'll be talking about abstraction and from abstraction we'll be starting selenium also. So be ready. Okay. So I think next weekend we will be starting with our selenium and then last topic from Java, we will cover like collection framework, exception handling. And then we will purely discuss only and only about the automation. But all these Java concepts, important to know. Okay. So just go through the documentation, go through the code and tell me if you have any doubt. Okay. Doubt should be relevant, guys, related to topic, whatever we are covering. Okay. So there might be possibility you are asking me question and those topics will be covering in the future, right? So you will get the solution in the future when we cover that topic, when we understood that particular, concept, right? Any question? Okay, let me push the code. Please access it through the GitHub, right? All the programs, everything, notes, everything I have attached. This is day 19, okay? Git status, git add. Let me add everything. Let me commit. Java day 19. And let me push. Perfect. So you can access all the programs from the GitHub. Chalo, any question? No query? All good? Okay. Please to practice. Fine. All these topics will be covering in automation also. We need it. So please to practice very well. And if you have any question, please connect with me. Right? Yes. Okay. So Darshan, I got your question yesterday. I have checked that. But remember one thing, like what happens, as a freelancing trainer, I'm having already some other batches, right? So I might not able to reply you immediately. And your question was very general, like method overloading, overriding, is it a topic or this comes under polymorphism, which I have already discussed. Polymorphism having two types, okay, compile time and runtime. And that is what you call method overloading, method overriding. Somewhere, suppose, maybe you are new to this, right? Somewhere, suppose for this is for everyone. If you feel anything, any question, right? First, try to research it from your side. Okay, is it really this topic comes under which part? Because it is just a concept, right? So you need to understand this part. Suppose by taking help of AI tool, let's say Chat GPT, some other Copilot and all, maybe Google, and you not understand anything, then you can come to me. No problem. I will explain you what exactly you have found and why you are able to understand why it is important. So the point is your question very general, overloading, overriding, it is a type which is comes under polymorphism only. When you learn, you will like in interview, you might get some other term. Is it early binding? What is meant by late binding? Remember, early binding is compile time. Late binding is again runtime. So method overloading also called as early binding. Method overriding also called as late binding. Okay. So that's the reason I haven't reply you. Even I was occupied in the batch. Okay, till 10:30 p.m. From starting from 6 to 10:30, I'm completely occupied in the batches. So that's the reason. Don't expect from me the immediate reply. But yes, if you have any question, come to the session. You can connect with me. Even you can unmute and you can discuss. No problem at all. Fine. I hope it is clear now. So these are not independent topic. And let me tell you, when you talk about interview, right? See, interviewer can ask you any type of question. Okay, so there is no something general, the flow or something. Maybe you are answering something by taking or by checking your answer immediately. That interviewer can ask you another question. Correct? So prepare it. These are not independent topic. It comes under polymorphism. In fact, I will say that these are types of polymorphism. Got it? So overloading, overriding, both are the same. It is comes under polymorphism only. Right? Okay. No issues? Fine. Any other question related to today's topic? Inheritance. Clear? Okay. No worries, guys. Practice. Okay. Even though suppose you not get a chance to practice Java program, that is fine. But I will request that when you come to automation part, right? In automation, I want everybody to write automation logic. Fine. And that's the reason in automation also we are covering certain assignments, but be ready for that. Okay. Chalo. That's great. Let's stop the session and we will continue remaining topics in the next class. Have a nice day. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.
Thanks,